Hey there guys, what is up? This is the Flare Gun here, and today I got some Battlefield 1 gameplay for you guys. I am running this on my PC, and I do not remember ever seeing a game so beautiful looking, and so immersive, and so fun to play all at the same time in a long time. Oh wait, there was Witcher 3. Yeah, never mind, I take that back. But this game has its own way of kind of standing out. Witcher 3 is a completely different game than this. If you are a FPS lover, then this game is a must-try for you. And pretty much I just wanted to kind of talk about today how Battlefield is, how it was when it released, how it is now, and how it may be in the future. So first of all, I just want to do some pros and cons on the game, and let's just start off with the pros. The game, first of all, as you probably can tell, is just visually, it's crazy, it's beautiful, it's stunning, and when this game first came out, I don't think I've seen a game more good looking than this. And the thing is, graphics have a lot to do for immersion. That is my opinion, and that is for me actually. It might not have to do a lot for immersion for you, but for me in particular, I find it to be something that really gets me into the game and makes me feel like I'm the one who's the character, or I'm the one who's playing. And look at this, guys. I was not supposed to survive this. I was sandwiched there, but my teammates, one knifed him, one got shot in the back. It's crazy. I don't know. That's something like that happened again later this game. I don't know if I recorded or not, but yeah. The game looks so good, and it really does get you into this war feeling. The game's atmosphere, the game's sounds, the screaming, the fire, the screams that your character makes when he's on fire, the screams or the little panting noises he makes when a grenade is thrown towards him. It all adds up to this cinematic, immersive world that you really keep coming back for because of. And like I stated just earlier, the immersion has graphics have a lot to do with immersion. And if I'm immersed into the game, I'm more than likely to come back and play it for hours on end, considering there's stuff to do in it. In this game, it's killing, and since I'm an FPS lover, that's what I like to do: run around with different guns and kill people, and maybe unlock a thing or two here. Although the progression system is not the greatest in this game, but I will get to that later. Next up is movement is fast and fluid, and so is the gameplay. So Battlefield has been known to be a very fast and fluid type of game. Maybe not fast. Call of Duty, I would say, is more fast than Battlefield, but it also depends on the type of game mode you're playing. As you can see here, there's a lot of action in the one I'm playing, and that is because I'm playing just your regular 24 player team deathmatch. I don't necessarily like playing these big 64 player conquest game modes, because sometimes it results in you just running for kilometers on end and just running, and then boom, you get sniped from God knows where, and you spawn somewhere, and you gotta start running all over again back to the flag or whatever you gotta defend. Excuse me. And because of that, it really throws me off from the game, and I don't want to play Conquest because of that reason. I like these short game modes that are just about kills. Sometimes I don't want to go capture a flag. For the people that have known me or know me, I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. So you guys know that I'm more of just a running gun type of player. I don't necessarily want to go ahead and capture flags and do all that stuff. Unless you're doing it with a squad, then it's more fun that way. Battlefield is more fun to play in Conquest when you're playing with a squad, but unfortunately I don't have many friends that are playing this game. They either just didn't see the investment to be worth it, or just, I don't know, didn't like how the game looked, or just didn't want to buy it, and maybe no reason at all. But I don't really have anyone to play this game with, so I play alone, and results in me just playing team deathmatch and these small game modes. Sometimes I'll play domination as well. But yeah, so I digress a lot, and I just did it again. But movement is fast, fluid, and the gameplay is beautiful. I love the swooping animation that you get when you are in the spawn screen. or when you die and you go into the spawn screen and you come back, the swooping animation is just, it's great. It makes you feel like you're never really missing anything. No black screens, no loading screens. You're just in the fight from the start to the end until the next map loads up. And that also adds to the immersion of the game. So, like I said before, if you're an FPS lover, you gotta try this game out. I can almost guarantee you will find it enjoyable. Maybe not all the time, maybe not most of the time even, but there's definitely gonna be some parts of the game you will enjoy. So I highly suggest if you can get your hands on it for a really good price, or if you can borrow it from a friend, if CDs are a thing that your friends have, or if anyone has CDs anymore, or I don't know. If you can get your hands on the game, I urge you to try it. Next thing is immersion, and I know I've already talked about this, but immersion is something I need to keep coming back to because it is a big factor in how I like my video games. But I mean, there's not much to talk about anymore. It's immersion. If you, it really, the noises, soldiers screaming, the rocks blowing up into pieces, or going, you know, different ways. The debris of when you blow up a building. It's crazy. It's just crazy. And if you've never had any experience with any Battlefield game, I highly suggest you try Battlefield 1. It's the best immersion-wise because of the graphics and just physics in this game are just crazy. But yeah, so that's for immersion. Now, gameplay for the most part, I want to talk about. For the most part, it's really fun. And maybe I'm just saying that because I tend to do, I want to say above average than the player base regularly does. Like, that's to be compared to everyone else that's playing. And I mean, there's not a lot of people playing this game anymore, but I'll again talk about that in the cons. But for the most part, it's fun, and if you are playing this game, it's very easy to just jump into the game and you don't even need to know much. It's your typical point and click shooter. It's nothing really that special to it. I mean, there's tanks, there's planes and all that crap if you play Conquest or whatever. But if you just want to jump into like a regular TDM COD-like game, you can do that as well, considering there's a lobby available at the time. But yeah. And this one last pro that I want to talk about, and these are just this is just a small list of the things I could think of. There's probably a lot more, guys. And this, if there is something that you think I missed out on, just leave it in the comments below, and we can talk about it there. Now, this thing shouldn't necessarily be commended because it should be expected from a AAA $60 game on day one. But we have come to this stage of expecting games to be buggy when they release, and it sucks. That's how the gaming industry is now. We all know that. Well, if you have any knowledge in the gaming industry, whether it be, you know, you work in it or you just research it or whatever the case may be, watch YouTube videos on it, you would know that publishers nowadays add this unnecessary deadline. And I mean, it's not nowadays. It's been happening for a while. But they add this deadline for the game to be released because they want to, you know, they want to impress their investors, whatever the case may be. They want to make money. That's at the end of the day, the publishers do not give a crap about the gamers, not anymore at least. Maybe before they did, but now definitely not. With the whole loot crate craze and all this crap going on with Activision and their patents. They don't care about us, and now they're showing it. Now they're not afraid. It seems as if they don't care anymore. They don't care what the gamers think, because gaming has become such a humongous thing that there's not a gamer anymore. There's no such thing as just a gamer. Everyone's a gamer. Whether you're on your phone, whether you're playing on a console, whether you're playing on a PC, you're a gamer. Anyways, I'm gonna digress on that. That's a topic for another video. If you guys want me to talk about it, I can. Just let me know in the comments. I don't want to. I don't know how I even got into that. But yeah, the thing that I said that we shouldn't commend is this point right here. It's appreciated, and the point is that the game on day one was extremely well optimized for PC. I'm not so sure about console, because that's not where I got the game first. I do have it on my PS4 as well, but I mean, I don't really play my PS4 anymore. It was very well optimized, and again, like I said already, it shouldn't really be, it shouldn't be praised and be like, oh, thank God they finally, they gave us a game that works. A game that I paid $60 for works fine, but I still want to, like, acknowledge it. I want people to know that it was like this when it came out. So it seems as if DICE focused more on the optimization side of things this time around versus the progression. But that also can be argued with something else, which I'll get into now, actually. So, first of all, let's just go down the list of the cons. So that was my list of pros, guys. Well optimized, gameplay is fun, very immersive, a must try for FPS lovers, movement is fast and fluid, and the game is visually stunning. And I'm sure it's going to be one of the high standards for years to come. Actually, I don't even know right now. There's so many crazy looking games coming out nowadays, like crap, what was the name of the game? I keep forgetting. It's a Sony exclusive. Whatever, the robot one. The one made by Quantic Dream that made Heavy Rain, those guys. That looks freaking crazy good as well. So does Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game coming out. I swear to God, guys, if it wasn't for these other games, or for these exclusives, I would not have a PS4, because I mean, obviously I'm just going to play it on my PC. But, I mean, it sucks, but they're exclusives. Luckily I have a PS4 so I can play it if I do want to. Sorry, guys. I know you guys hate it when I do this. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe you guys like it. Maybe that's why you watch it so long. Anyways, so let's talk about the cons now. The progression system in this game, when you first start the game, it seems like it's gonna go somewhere. The thing is, in the previous Battlefields, you would have a gun, and this gun could be modified in almost every way. Skins, sights, magazine size or drum size, how fast the gun shoots, like the fire rate of the gun, all this crazy crap you could do. Now it's more so limited to the guns already have the attachments on them, and you have to unlock that gun. Okay, how do I put this? Okay, so it's a very weird system, and I didn't like it when I first saw it. When I first noticed it, not when I first saw it, because I didn't understand it when I first saw it. But when I first unlocked a couple sets of weapons, I realized that it's the exact same weapon that I'm unlocking. It just has like a sight on it, and it shoots different, and it may reload different or look a little different, but it's practically the same gun. And I was very disappointed when I figured that out, because I started playing Battlefield. I played a bit of Battlefield 3, a lot of it actually, I think, on the PS3. And then I also got Battlefield 4, and I didn't get Battlefield 4 when it first came out, but I got it, I'd say, maybe towards the end of its game, towards the end of the cycle of the game, like its DLC, its patches, towards the end. And I enjoyed both of them a lot because they had so much customization, yeah, that you can make your character your character. And no, not necessarily as in like you can dress him up or whatever like you can in GTA, but you could add some camos to your character's uniform. It was a little bit, you could personalize your guy a little bit, but for the most part, you want to personalize your guns, like any FPS would allow you to do so. And it was crazy. You could do so many things in Battlefield 3 and 4, but in Battlefield 1, they modded the guns for you, and you had to use them how they modded them for you. And I never liked it. Until this day, I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I hope they go back to full customization, but after seeing what EA is doing with Battlefront 2, I feel like Battlefield 1 was the stepping stone, and they wanted to test it before they went too far. It looks like they were gonna add like they were gonna add these guns into loot crates, but thank God they didn't. They only have skins in these loot crates, but that sucks too. I'll get to that in a second as well. But yeah, the progression does not last for more than a couple of hours. Like, you can unlock everything maybe in, I want to say 5 hours. It's been a long time since I first started the game. I put many hours into this game. And I love it. I still love it. With all the things I'm about to say about it, I still love it, and I still play it till this day. It just you criticize the games you love because you want them to get better, of course. Some people don't understand that, but that's how it is. So now, the campaign. Let's talk about the campaign. Now, this campaign was extremely misleading and disappointing. Now, not the campaign itself wasn't misleading. Let me rephrase that, actually. The trailers for the campaign were misleading because it seemed as if you're going to meet a whole cast of characters, and don't get me wrong, you do meet a good amount of characters, but you meet them in sequences. And what I mean by that is you'll play for one section of it's like stories. It's like multiple different stories that are not linked whatsoever, besides the fact they're all during World War I. They're all around the world, and they don't last for very long. Not even long enough for you to get like this attachment to the characters. So when someone died or something bad happened, you didn't really care. And that sucks. Because what's the point of a story when you don't care for the characters at all? Or care for anything for that matter, because you know it's gonna end in in a couple minutes or however long the stories are. I think there's like 5-6 stories, and they don't last very long, to be honest. I think all of them together, based off what Angry Joe said, I believe he said 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. That's if you just play it on normal difficulty. I don't even know if there's I can't even remember if there's a difficulty, because come on, who buys Battlefield to play the campaign? I mean, I definitely want to try it after trying Battlefield 3 and 4's campaign, but I mean, I had to kind of force myself to finish it, and I didn't even finish it. I stopped at the very last one, and I just never played it again. I might finish it, who knows. Nonetheless, the campaign is extremely disappointing, and I wish they did something better with it. Right. Okay. What the hell was that? I'm like, sound like some Aquaman or something. Okay. Next up is the DLC wait. And because of this DLC wait, sorry, that might have been a bit loud, guys. I'm just gonna put the mic a bit down here. I gotta get a better mic, man. I'm just using some shitty, well, it's not shitty, but I'm using my headset's mic. Not bad, but I mean, there's no filter for it. Anyways. Nearly a year's wait. Nearly 1 full year we have waited for a proper expansion for this game. And that resulted in a lot of the player base leaving. And I'm not so sure on the console, but definitely on the PC. Like the player base it's not dead. I'm not gonna say it's dead, but I mean, it's like there's almost as many players on Battlefield 4. I'm not saying that's true, but from the servers that I saw in game, they look like they almost have the same amount of players, and sometimes Battlefield 4 even has more players. But that can be countered because, well, I search in the server browser. I always search for hardcore. If I'm just playing regular or core, I just do the quick match. But I always search up hardcore, and I always see more servers on the Battlefield 4 hardcore than I do on the Battlefield 1. I don't know why. Well, I have a feeling it's because this game was more tailored towards casual players, and now since there's so many casual players playing this game, they're just playing core, they're not playing hardcore, which kind of sucks. I mean, a lot of people used to play hardcore, but I think a lot of that player base is gone now because of the long wait that we had to endure for the DLC. Okay, and let's go to the next point for cons. Weapon skins are now locked behind loot crates completely. And like I was stating earlier about Battlefield. Sorry, what was I talking about? Okay, sorry, man, I don't know. I was looking at the time right now, and daylight savings just happened, so I was tripping out for a second. I'm like, wait, wasn't it 2? What happened? Anyways, whatever. Sorry, guys, lost track again. Weapon skins are completely locked behind loot crates, and this is awful because Battlefield 3 and 4, the ones I played, I'm sure the previous ones as well had this system where you would complete certain assignments or certain amount of kills with a gun or do something in the game that would allow you to unlock these skins for your weapon. So now instead of being a challenge that you have to complete to unlock the skin, You just play the game until you get a loot crate, which is not very fast, I'll tell you that. And that's probably to tailor people towards the microtransactions, where you can buy the loot crates. I don't even think I have that mentioned in my cons here, but yes, there's about microtransactions. And let's all... Another thing that shouldn't be commended, but again, the gaming industry is so shit nowadays. It's something to point out. It's only skins. It's only cosmetics. There's no game-changing bullcrap like Battlefront 2 is. I'm kind of worried for the next Battlefield because of what Battlefront 2 is doing with loot crates and how everything is pay to win, and it's just a complete shit show. But again, another topic for another video. So, yep, just you can't unlock these by simply playing the game anymore. Well, I mean, you can technically unlock it by playing the game by getting the loot crates, which take forever to get, and you're not guaranteed to get the skin you want. You're gonna get a random skin, and the skin might be for a DLC weapon that you do not even own because you didn't buy the DLC. So it's stupid. I don't even know why you can get DLC weapon skins when you don't own the DLC. It's just dumb. Sure, you can scrap it, but I mean, you're never gonna get the same amount. The same amount of scraps that you spent, or you're gonna get like 30 scraps for the skin. If you scraps is like a currency in the game that you can use to purchase battle packs and certain skins on. I don't know. It's complicated, but scraps. Anyways, what my point is, it's not worth it. Okay, loot crates are stupid. Every game that has loot crates in them is just stupid. Maybe not Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch though, and a lot of people say it's fair and whatnot, but it's stupid. Okay, loot crates they're dumb, and whoever invented them, screw you. You killed the gaming industry. Look at where we are now with loot crates. Anyways, okay. Now these last two problems are PC only, and they're not that big a deal, really. One of them is auto aim for controllers on PC. Now, this was a really big problem in the beginning of Battlefield 1 when it released, because there was no option whatsoever for servers to disable auto-aim in their servers. So auto-aim was on regardless. If you had a controller, you could use auto-aim. And when I first started playing Battlefield a lot, I did use a controller because I was poop. And emphasis on the word poop. At the game. I was garbage with the keyboard and mouse. So I had to use a controller, and I didn't even know that there was auto aim. I thought I was just a freaking god because I was kicking everyone's ass in hardcore. But then I slowly, when I started using the scout class, I slowly realized that every time I aimed in, it just kind of sorry guys if that was loud. Every time I aim in, it just kind of snaps onto the enemy. I kind of lied to myself. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just great at the game. That's all it is. But really, no. It's auto aim, and the auto aim is so bad on PC. It's ridiculous, and I don't know why they don't completely get rid of it. Because there are some people that still use it, and it's on by default. So if you're playing on a regular Battlefield server or a regular, a regular server, just a core server. May published by EA, not a custom server that somebody rented, it will be on, so anybody can use it. It has to be manually turned off. It should be manually turned on for, I don't know, controller only lobbies or something, if people want to do that. Whatever, not a big deal, but it still sucks. Now, last on my cons list is there's no proper anti-cheat system in this game. It's not a big deal on console, of course, because you can't mod the PS4. I mean, I think you can. And then, you know what? There might even be some people, because I modded my PS3. Well, I got it done for me, and I did a little bit of, just customizing my PS3 and whatnot. So I do know a little bit. But it seems right now that there is a mod for the PlayStation 4, and there might be cheaters on Battlefield, but it's not public yet. It's not public all over like Next Gen Update and all these forums that show PS3 hacks and whatnot. It's not out there yet, so there could be people that are doing it, but it could be very, very low key right now and that nobody knows about. But that's just some conspiracy. I don't know. I don't play on console. I don't care, dude. I'm just worried for a PC. I can't play fair. Sometimes I can. Dice fair fight is shit. Please just give us something like Punk Buster. Please, for the love of God. This game's been out for more than a year, and I can't believe you guys still haven't added something. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's a extreme. Holy crap, 25 minutes. I have to make footage for this. You know how long this is gonna take? Entertaining footage. Oh man, why'd I talk for this long? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I haven't uploaded in what, like a year. If you're still here, man, if you're still here and you're still watching, thank you. Thank you for being dedicated. I know you must be frustrated by how many times I say, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I will post again tomorrow. Don't worry," and then I never really post. I'm sorry that you have to deal with my bullshit. We'll see if I post more. We'll see how this video goes. My channel, it's crazy. My channel's been very slowly, obviously, because I haven't uploaded a lot, but very slowly it has been growing. And yeah, let's just see if it gets any bigger, man. I would love to just do this all the time, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, Flare here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you dislike the video, hit the thumbs down button. If you watch this entire video, leave a comment and say something. Be like, hey, look, I actually watched your video. I actually care for what you have to say. I care for your bullshit talks for 26 minutes and 35 seconds. Talking about the gaming industry and stuff. I really want to talk about the gaming industry. I want to talk about what's going on with it. So I might actually make a video very soon. Don't take my word for it. Hell, I might. That very soon, you guys know, could mean a year from now, from me. So yeah, I want to talk about the gaming industry. Look, I was just doing my outro. What happened? I'm talking again. It's gonna hit 30 minutes. Holy shit! Might as well publish this as a mini movie. Okay, that was lame. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, listening to my bullshit. Take it easy, guys. Peace.